Excuse me, I'm gonna unpack my things for a second. The podcast is way different than any YouTube video or no filter show that you have been to in the past, maybe. So I brought some things with me that are necessary. How are you guys? Thank you. I'll take your screams as a sign of excitement and not that any of you are in physical pain. Thank you for choosing me over hockey. Oh, it's preseason. Okay, well, we didn't. All right, so that's like when your parents say, well, we thought you were going to be a boy. We're happy to have you. Life. Yay. So, I am so excited to be inside. I brought a long sleeve shirt in case it's cold. I just brought a lot of things. Oh, I brought a necklace. If I changed my mind about changing necklaces, I have a necklace. Oh, good. And I brought my camera. Thank God. Okay. Well, I thought that doing the first ever live installment of Not Too Deep was one really exciting, and even more exciting than that was being able to do it in a town that I really like, Toronto. This place is really great. So before we get into the actual podcast, I wanted to thank you guys for having me by showing you that I've taken the time to learn about your city. I went online, internet, and I asked other people to tell me important things about Toronto and about Canada in general. And then I collected some of the most important and really life-changing facts that I could find. And I wanted to read them to you guys really quickly. So, Stephanie Oliver said that we are sorry about everything, even if it's not our fault. Yeah. So, educational. Really good.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that was a shitty comment, so. Kasia Kozretsua says, Jays are doing pretty fucking well. Yeah, really fucking well at clogging all the streets with all the cars. Also, yay, sports. Oh, this was actually very educational. I think it has like deep historical roots. Dion Jajala says, it is illegal to drag a dead horse down Yonge Street on a Sunday. Talk about having to change my plans. Stephanie Panusis says, is she here? Great. The good thing about these lights are I can't see a single face. So right now this is just
right there.
Yep, that looks like a sound. Well, Stephanie, you said that the Leafs have sucked since the 60s, and yet we still have to pay lots of money for tickets. If anyone wants to hang out with a lady with opinions, she's in that area. Pierce McMahon says we have Crunch Ho chocolate bars, which are everything. Is this true?
No.
Okay, well, you know, not all facts check out. Fact check. Jack, I know. Rest in peace, Jack Barry. He's alive. Rachel Durfee says it has the highest rate of mac and cheese bought in the world. Sure, that's worth celebrating. Oh, this was very, again, cultural, historical. Mary Rindos Frankenthal says you can buy Tylenol with codeine over the counter, no prescription. Wow, okay, good to know your audience. Juliana Rinaldi says there are good people that live in this great city minus a few lol. Well, I believe that that's true because I want to introduce you to one of the great people that's from this country, not necessarily this city. It's my guest on this episode of Not Too Deep, a man that some might call a myth, some might call a legend. I call him one of the tallest people I know. If you don't know this person, let me just play for you a little excerpt of one of the things I think is his greatest work to date. It's from the Streamy Awards 2014. Please give a quick listen to this important speech.
Okay, let me go off book a little bit. It's always a good idea when you go off book. Here's the deal. Any YouTuber that touched this microphone today is a millionaire. Don't you ever forget that. Maybe it was cute 2011, but it's 2014. Anyone that touched this microphone is worth millions of dollars. You show them that respect. We're talking about money here. Yeah. So go out there, start a YouTube channel, because there's a lot of low-hanging fruit and millions of dollars. Everyone is rich on YouTube.
Please welcome Harley Morenstein. Yes, that's yours.
What's up, guys? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me, Toronto. What?
Thanks for oiling your beer.
Yeah. It's actually hand oils. I don't put any product in it. Just constantly touch it, and I have greasy hands. It's a natural thing. By the way, was that crunchy bars someone said?
Cruncho. Oh, but they must have misspelled
You never
it.
had a crunchy? It's in a
No.
gold wrapper.
No.
It's like that golden honeycomb thing covered in chocolate.
Yeah.
So sick.
It's really good?
Yeah, our chocolate game is really strong here.
Why?
I don't know. There's some chocolates you can't get in the States that you can get here.
Also, you can get codeine over the counter.
So I really do not.
There's a crunchy bar in there. Being from New Jersey, one of the founding principles of New Jersey is eat anything out of a mysterious bag from a stranger. No questions asked. Make sure that you. Oh, okay.
You know this now? Do you recognize this?
No, wait. No, that's a thing.
What is that? Coffee crisp? Eat that too. These are like the best things we have. You've never had that?
No, is that what you're talking about?
Eat that too.
No.
This is like this is a Butterfinger with a better ratio.
To what?
Whatever's in a Butterfinger.
And this is a Mr. Big?
You ever had that?
You guys love Sex in the City?
I don't know. This is not eat this too. You have to eat all these chocolate bars. Guys, we're going to put everything on hold for 12 minutes. And Grace eats 4 gigantic. Yeah, you know that.
You guys are very, like, how do these separate themselves in the marketing market?
Words.
What? That's really true. Okay, but what's your favorite candy?
My favorite candy or bar? There's actually 3 of my favorite chocolate bars are here.
What's the difference between candy and a bar?
I don't think people here call them candy bars. I call them chocolate bars.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grace just ate a crunchy, by the way.
I mean, it did. Okay, it's great.
You know what? So hold on, you have more food. Let me get that one for you. By the way, this is my life. Like when I go to restaurants sometimes and they have bacon items, they just keep.
They just slide it. Really?
Yeah, they put it on the floor and slide it over.
They just make sure that it's in the gift bag first.
What's in that bag?
In this bag. Oh,
Does this happen to you? People give you bags of shit like that?
Oh, right. You guys have the craziest potato chips.
Oh, yeah,
here.
ketchup chips?
I have had them because I was here for another convention and someone brought me ketchup chips and they are the most delicious. It's just
Yeah.
like, it's just salt in a more solid form.
That's what ketchup chips are? I always taste a little bit of salt and vinegar inside.
Yeah,
ketchup
vinegar.
chip.
It's very vinegary.
Okay, eat that bag of chips too now. fat tonight. Get fat in front of me.
That sounds like a Beyonce song, Get Fat Tonight. If we hope hard enough, she'll make it happen.
Well, you don't need these anymore, whatever.
I know, well now, thanks for making my snacks look like a pie.
Yeah, like, yeah, sweet and salty peanut, like you don't need any of this.
That's what the festival offered downstairs, and I just usurped what they gave me and turned it into my own. Story of my creative life. Okay. Now, getting into the podcast, what happens here is that I have some burning, important questions that I would love for you to answer, and then you guys tweeted me a bunch of questions to ask Harley that we'll get into later on. So will you answer some of the questions I have first?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, because if you said no, this would have been real bad.
No, plan something else for me.
Well, I have some candy. Okay, I was in a hotel this morning, and I thought of this question, and I don't know my own answer yet, but I would love to hear yours. Where in a hotel room do you think is the best place to leave a raw hot dog for housekeeping to find after you check out? Just one unwrapped raw hot dog.
Like a loose weenie.
Like a loose weenie.
Hold on, wait.
Like a new Jack Black film. Loose weenie.
That's what we call them in Canada. But that's not true. Okay, hold on a second. I can't just answer and be like, in the top drawer. What?
Okay,
no, I want to know what do I want to get from this. Am I trying to freak her out? Am I trying to keep it there as long as possible so it smells? Do I want to find it immediately after I leave?
My assumption is that you have checked out of the hotel. Hours go by, not days, hopefully. Depends on what kind of hotel it is. A random member of the housekeeping team begins to clean the room. It's a normal day for them. And whoa, there's a loose weenie.
Starring Jack Black this summer.
Yeah. Adam Devine and Jack Black is loose weenie.
I'd buy a ticket.
Seriously.
Go see the midnight show. Okay, so I want her to find it.
Right, it's not gonna ruin her life.
It's not nefarious.
Or his life, who knows?
It's not nefarious. I'm not trying to get them fired.
Not at all.
Or the manager be like, how could you not find this loose weenie?
You're just trying to give them a story that they have to tell someone else. Because they can't live their lives not telling anyone.
If it's a story, then she's gonna open the door, there's gonna be a chair there, and the weenie is gonna be hanging. A huge letter, a gigantic letter of why this lady is looking. And she's gonna have a story.
It's gonna have a suicide note?
Yeah, Winnie Suicide this summer, starring Jack Black.
Okay, wow. That's different than what I thought.
The weenie's already dead.
The weenie's, I was just thinking I'd put it in the toilet.
You know, one
And
time.
then she just lifts it up and she's like, wait, well, it's not human feces, so I can't be that
upset. At a baseball game once, I saw a Subway sandwich fully wedged, like 12 inches, standing in the toilet bowl. Like, standing up out of the bowl. Made me think of that when you brought it to me.
Someone got so upset.
Someone's sick in the head out there. There's sick people out there. Like wasting the sandwich and also
But also placing it so perfectly. Yeah.
It's almost art at that point.
Really?
Basically, that's epic mealtime.
And that was the inspiration for Epic Mealtime. Well, I'm glad to know that.
I was like, wait a second, there's a show here. that will bring in millions of dollars. And it starts with this Subway sandwich in this toilet bowl.
Can I ask you what all the bacon stuff was? Do you guys follow Harley on Snapchat? If you don't, you should, because on more than 2 occasions I have texted Harley after watching his Snapchat and been like, I need you to know, because I can't comment on Snapchat, that this made me laugh out loud. One, you and your dog, Tussie.
Tussie.
Oh. Sorry, it's supposed to rhyme with pussy.
That's not, yeah. I
would, but that wasn't it.
No, Tootsie's adorable.
Tussie's like what you would call a butt. Like my grandma would call my butt my tussie.
Oh, we say tushy.
Yeah. Maybe she's an idiot. Rest in peace, though.
Okay. And then the second one recently was when you were at the Streamies this year and Paula Abdul was at your table. You just had some random Snapchat of Paula Abdul with a glow stick just coming out.
Solo. It's like her and like her phalanx of security keeping people 50 feet away from her, and she's there just like waving her thing like,
It was so perfect because everyone else in the room had glow sticks and was kind of waving it, and she just wanted to be doing what everyone else in the room was doing, but had no idea why.
and you couldn't even see the front of her face, her eyes were coming a little back. Actually, Steve Saragoza from Source, that hilarious guy, he was walking up to her to take a picture, and I was walking too, and I saw him, and we're both, and he looked at me, he's like, don't you fucking dare. And I was like, dude, I'll actually fight you here. This is my Instagram, I will totally fight you. And I rarely use my size, but in this case, I'm like, no, this is Paula Abdul, I like you, Steve, but I like grabbed him and like moved him. I'm like, you got a fucking fake bird on your shoulder, bro. You're gonna ruin this for all of us. She'll never be at Streamies again.
No. And that's the only thing we can only hope for the success of the internet is that Paula Abdul comes to every future streaming. Straight up.
Who said that? How old are they? How old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay.
God bless your cultural intelligence. That's not weird. But anyway, your Snapchat story is hilarious.
But wait, hold on. You think there's actually people that don't follow Harley Plays on Instagram and Snapchat and
How dare you?
Twitter?
Yeah, because two of the greatest stories. One was when you analyzed very deeply a scene from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles over like 300 seconds of Snapchat.
I was on that over-the-counter codeine that
Like you could see your teaching roots come through. We were like, I need to explain this, and it was very articulate, and like I got it, and I was like watching it for the comedic value, but I understood all of the layers of symbolism
Like,
and
by the end of it, you were like, true.
Yes, like they are brothers and they are preparing to battle. I do understand that. That and your night at the Taylor Swift concert won me over. It was a story of romance and love like I've never seen before. Harley like fell in love with Taylor Swift.
I like broke up with her by the end of Snapchat. She was like on this gigantic moving walkway. She's like coming at me, and then she's like right over me, and then I'm like, "You're going there?" I don't even have their tickets. Like they have the worst tickets to the show.
But anyway, recently you Snapchatted all this bacon. Where?
Bacon gloves.
Bacon gloves, like a giant bacon hat.
Did you see my bacon face? There's a face even of me.
Of you?
Yeah.
What is that for? Are we allowed to know, or is this?
Yeah, a
Okay.
commercial.
Oh.
MasterCard and Android. I don't know, should I say these things?
Burning minds want to know.
Basically, it's a commercial, and like, obviously, commercials that I get revolve intensely around bacon. So they're like, see your naked body, you're completely covered in bacon, and then you go, bacon, and then like, and then you leave set. But in this case, it was like they made like my head out of bacon, a bacon hat, bacon gloves, and these are the jobs I get. They're like, come here, we need you at 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. You're gonna be touching all this, we're gonna be wearing bacon gloves, and I ate a seaweed that is supposed to taste like bacon. It's called dulse.
What?
It's a seaweed that scientists, they said that that the seaweed tastes like bacon. I tried the.
Wait, what scientists are in a lab?
They're from, they study the science of lying because it tastes like nothing like bacon. It actually it smelled like a wet dog's paw. And the texture of it was burnt garbage bag. And even if I could get past that, I tasted it and I'm like, it tastes like salty ocean carpet.
And then they're like, your line is yum. Stop, Harley, stop.
They're like, say what you want. I did like 50. You just say, not bad. And I was like, but it is bad. They're like, yeah, but come on. You want to get paid, right? And I'm like, I'm not going to sell out. Not bad, not bad.
Not bad. We're all millionaires. Okay, my next question is...
$412,000. That's a real number that Grace sees on a weekly basis. And she has to make decisions about her following months looking at a number like $412,000.
Yeah,
how crazy is that?
Life's crazy, dude.
I completely made that up.
Yeah.
I didn't make up?
What?
A Vine sells for $70,000 on the internet.
One Vine?
A popular Vine will sell for $70,000. They don't even edit.
It's all on the phone.
Yeah.
Technology.
Our job looks real now.
I mean, God loves Vine. I love Vine, and I take much comedy out of Vine. It makes me laugh really hard. But thank you, Vine, for making us look like business professionals. Oh, it's really great. Okay, speaking of Vine, what guy's name sucks the most?
Derek, next. I'll tell you, when I was younger, when I was like 15 in high school, I was like 6'3", named Harley, and I was like 2 times the size of everyone around.
Right.
And I was just like, oh, like, why can't I be like 5'7" and be named Derek, like my friend Derek, who's so high. Now I'm just like, oh, thank God I'm not Derek.
What's Derek doing now?
Derek's awesome. He's like great. He's like fucking hella ripped. He's got like sick tattoos.
Okay.
He's got a nipple piercing.
Wow.
Derek's everything I would never be, but I respect what he is. I'm just happy I'm not Derek. And I'm kind of mad at Derek's because one day I wanted to be Derek, and that prevented me from being happy with being a mutated Harley. And now I'm happy I'm a mutated Harley. Because who would ever watch Epic Mealtime with Derek? Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
Derek.
people named Marcus probably.
I would say the worst guy's name, and this is no specific association, but Kevin. Like, Kevin's not gonna lead a revolution.
Kevin would fuck up a revolution. Can we swear?
Of course we can.
Kevin would fuck up a revolution and like it wouldn't even make it into the books.
No,
He
Kevin.
would like mess up like communication. But Kevin, you didn't fucking plug in the thing. You're never gonna get the message across to the resistance, you fool. No one will ever.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah.
Classic Kevin.
Kevin's just a consummate fuck up. Like, God bless. We need Kevins and Dereks so that like Harleys and Obamas look great.
Kevin's and Derek's like put their fingers in the nut holes at the bar. Is there a Derek here?
Well, not now.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
I'm gonna kick your 5'7" ass.
Is there a Marcus here? I'll kiss you on the cheek. That's worse.
Okay, I've asked this question to, I think it was to Jenna before, but it's something that just really intrigues me. What sport would you most want to replace the athletes with excitable old women? and women that are like excited not only about like life, but excited to be playing whatever sport it is that they're doing, and are like like in a very healthy mindset, competitive, but
Can they
not.
skate?
I mean, this is your world.
Like, I want to say hockey, but only if they can skate really well. Like, I don't want to be like hockey, and then it's just like old bitches sliding around. Like, I want them to play.
First whole thing. That's an entire episode of America's Funniest Home Videos. All women falling on ice, but they have complete padding, so they're not getting hurt. So
Have
they
you
can,
watched America's Funniest Home Videos lately?
not lately, but I can guess that they're hurting because the internet has taken everything that was their show.
I know. Well, that's it. Like, I'll catch it like in like lonely hotel room scenarios where I'm there, and I'm like, it's 3 a.m. and there's nothing to eat and I'm not tired. I'm talking about last night. And I'll like watch it and like now you see videos. I'm like, wait, like you made that. I'm on the internet. I know when it's a fake prank or a fake something.
Yeah.
Like I have a trained eye for this now, and I'm like watching it, and I'm like, oh, that guy didn't get hit in the balls. He was on my pilot. So I just assume no one
No.
takes their cassette and puts it in an envelope and mails it to America's Funniest Videos. They're like, hope I get the 10K. That doesn't happen. They make it. Everyone's an actor. Everyone in the audience.
I would love a show of all of like the families and groups of people that were up for the 10K. You know how they show the last 3 families? They're always waiting in the audience, like, yes, look, we brought our grandmother. She's here too. And they don't win. I would love just like a conversation with all of those people at once. Also, I've learned that one of my favorite jobs that anyone could have as an adult is a sound effects editor. Because if you go back and watch like the Bob Saget hosted America's Funniest Home Videos, the funniest part are the noises they add in. That didn't exist in the actual thing to begin with, where someone hits their groin, it's like boing, 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 boing.
I was gonna say, like, boing, 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 like that noise, whoever made it gets a check for like $26,000 like every 6 months. Like, yeah, this was used 4,000 times in the last 6 months.
Yeah, you flicked a popsicle stick between 2 pieces of metal and that noise has made an impact. That's my favorite thing. Do you watch Wipeout ever?
That's the, it's each other jumping on big balls.
Yeah, it's like a what is it, Ninja Warrior, but
like not.
But like real dumb.
Someone said if you could replace, someone had an executive meeting at NBC and they're like, take one of our shows and just replace it with like fat old women, excitable old women, and they're like Ninja Warrior, and they're like, okay, let's call it Wipeout.
Yeah.
And that was basically the beginning of that show.
But the best part about Wipeout are the sound effects. There are sound effects every 3 seconds that make it seem so funny. Where it's literally like someone falling and it's like, so great. It's really, I mean, television will never die. Okay.
I watch television on mute because I'm like, I don't want to be lonely, but I have shit to do. So like, I'll turn on the TV and I'm like, oh, you guys are still here. It's just like quiet and like scary when you're like alone and you're like, I got things to do, but it's quiet.
But it's quiet. I also like try and distract myself with some noise or something because otherwise I just live in a constant fear that I'm going to be kidnapped and murdered.
That doesn't scare me.
Oh, okay. We're different in what we can do for our self-defense.
I'm like, you know when you become dead body weight and you're like, no, like, you can't pick me up. No, I'm not moving. Can I do that?
That's my favorite thing. I call it limp child. It's my favorite line of defense as an adult when you don't want to go somewhere and do something. It's like just.
Yeah, the limp, large man.
Impossible.
Exactly. You need a team. You need 6 people.
God, I mean, Derek is jealous of you now.
He's not though. Derek's like really got his shit together. You guys have nipple pierced?
Just one?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know actually.
I mean, there's room for improvement. It's another nipple.
You know, it might be both. One nipple is completely covered with a tattoo. So I don't know,
So, Derek. Speaking of Tootsie, what human job would you want Tootsie to have?
You know, I almost called him Shaguk.
Shaguk?
For a long time, I was sitting there like, it actually took me like a week to name him. I sat there, I'm like, Tussie, like a little butt, like he's got a little Tussie, like one of them. And then I was like, I could call him Shaquille, because that would be cute, because he's like...
Like Shaquille O'Neal?
Yeah, well, there's no other Shaquille out there, right?
It could have been your dog.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then I thought Young Shaka. And then I was like, maybe just Shaguk. Like, where's the name from? I'm like, it doesn't matter. He's an animal. He has nothing. Like, he's this big. He can honestly die any second. I live my life every day knowing that at any moment my dog can die. My dog, if he jumps off the couch, dead. I swear, there's so many things in the world that can kill that dog. He sometimes wakes up and he gets so excited that he's awake again that day, and he starts like shaking. And I'm like, oh, the dog's shaking. Like I have a toothpaste thing with like brown sugar toothpaste in it, and I give him like, oh, he's shaking. I gotta give him like a little thing, like a toothpaste, and I put it on, and he's like, oh, okay. And I don't really live for like another 40 minutes at least.
You give him brown sugar so that it calms him down?
It's like this like toothpaste of like brown fishy sugar gunk, so that your dog doesn't die if he's a little dog that like needs a little sugar boost. And like he wakes up some days and he's like so excited about being alive that
His heart might just explode out of it.
at any moment, like Tussie's heart might explode.
I mean, yeah, what a fun, stress-free life.
No, it's not stressful. I'm like, oh, he's shaking. Is he gonna die? Do I have time to open up Snapchat right now?
Yeah.
First dog to die on Snapchat. 6 months old.
I mean, think of all the brand deals you'll get after that.
What was the question?
What human job would you want Tussie to do? And now, like, I want the lowest stress job possible.
Yeah. Bus driver. I gave my dog a mullet haircut.
I know you did. That was the other thing. Yeah, Harley Snapchatted Tussie got a mullet.
Yeah, I gave him a mullet haircut, and he would just be a perfect bus driver at that point. At least in Montreal, bus drivers.
Is it true? It's very fashionable.
Someone gave me like the longest list of like what a mullet is, like different terms for it, like a Wisconsin waterfall.
Wow, that's really beautiful. But wait, did you give it to your dog yourself, or you had like a groomer that you had to explain? I would like my dog to have a mullet. No follow-up questions, please.
Yeah, I went to a woman and I was like, hey, you know mullet? Yeah. We're in Montreal, everyone's bus drivers. I want that on the call.
On this dog that might die while you're cutting its hair.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? I think they did like some fucked up shit to the dog. Let me tell you what happens. Whenever I rewatch the video of me walking in there and the door opens in the video, there's a bell noise that it makes, and my dog, every time it happens, she's like, and like goes into this like relapse, like as if like he was in Vietnam and like he's like reliving everything that happened there. Like I don't know what he did, but he needs another mullet. It needs to get touched up.
I mean, that's worth a Yelp.
No, because they made a sick mullet. They don't promise you anything other than they'll cut the dog's hair properly. So, if you have a weird dog that he needs sugar toothpaste to survive, like it's your own. You should have bought that genetically modified incestuous creature that's like this big.
Yeah, it looks like it's. I mean, Mamrie, Hannah, and I.
Oh, don't even get me started on that.
No, we question. Three of us question if your dog is animatronic because it doesn't blink ever in any of your Snapchats, and the facial expression never changes, and it moves only a little bit and very quickly, then it stops.
Dog is like such a creature.
It really, like, it's a cartoon. It's a cartoon that someone, like, made a wish on a genie lamp and it came to life and was like, I have no other emotions than this. But it lives in your beard a lot, which is really fun. Okay, speaking of your dog's mullet, anything recently you wish you could unsee? Or unhear, if you've heard anything that's unsavory.
I think like I commit and say things that people would like to unsee or unhear, like they come from me. I'm patient zero.
Yeah, I just laughed at It's like he's finally admitting that.
It's my uncle. Like I'm patient zero of things that people want to unsee and unhear. Like it starts here.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Is there anything, okay, then your parents tell you that, like, is one thing that they wish you would stop doing or that you didn't do? Because one of my favorite things also on your Snapchat is that you always film your parents and your grandparents in the most unflattering ways possible. You literally just go, Mom, you're on fucking Snapchat.
Yeah. Don't you dare, Harley, don't you fucking dare. And then I'm like, it's up. And she's like, it better not be up. Maybe I'll put you on, like, Mom, no one fucking follows you on Snapchat. You don't even have the app open.
Like, I'll get it.
My mom started a Twitter for like a minute, and she was like, I'm gonna get everyone. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, I'm gonna get everybody. And then like, she has like a Twitter, and she has like one tweet, it's like, at Oprah. And it's like, look, I have you.
And she gets the last laugh because she's got a new show on the OWN network next week. God damn, she knew. Okay, today is Olivia Newton-John's birthday. Sure. How does that you feel? She's 67.
I thought we were gonna do something. I'm like, is she gonna make us do something now? Like, are we gonna put on like leotards and dance?
Oh, me? But I was like,
We're not gonna do anything.
no, 0%. I was just doing some Googling today, like I do, and it's Olivia Newton-John's birthday.
All right, HBD to ONJ.
Excuse me?
Sure, happy birthday. You don't say that every year. This day
I
of
thought it was some like
September
Canadian gang
26th.
sign or something. LBGYN. Okay, I have a couple of games that I do want to play with you, but before I get into that,
See, I can't say that to people. Come on my show, like, I got a couple games.
and a show that's only in audio. But these are really fun. But before we get
You
into
came on my show, and it was just us. I was like, I got a couple games I want to play with you. The first one is What's in My Butt. It's such a different experience coming from you
I know.
than from me.
I'm very self-aware that I get away with a lot more things than 6'7" burly men do. With that said, I live in a constant fear that I'm going to be kidnapped. So let me have
Kids touch you and hug you?
I don't know where this is going.
Just like kids come to me and they're like, oh man, can I hug you? And I'm like, yes, safe hug. Like it's weird thing when like a little boy or a little girl is like, can I touch your beard? I'm like, you're not, don't ever talk to a man. Don't do that. Don't talk to strangers. Don't hug strangers. I'm on the internet, but you really don't know me. That being said, here's a safe hug. Your mom and dad? Okay, tell them to go buy you a t-shirt from Shopify.
That's amazing because you're very self-aware. There's a lot of people that are not as self-aware as you and wouldn't think like that. So that's actually very responsible.
I was a teacher. Like, if I ever had a student stay after class, I would have to select another student to stay with them.
Oh,
So that you never be alone with a child. Like, that's just what you do when you're a man and you're teaching. Like,
Sure.
you just always got to watch your back. Like, so then I go to VidCon, they're like, oh, sock boys, I'm gonna hug you. I'm like, stay back.
It's a story of Harley Morenstein faces 3 13-year-olds. Well, I appreciate your responsibility, and I think it's really important, even though it does sound crazy. On a lighter note, who would you most want to throw cold spaghetti at? Now here's my theory. Cold spaghetti, not a violent form of it's not
assault?
It's not assault. No, unless it's assaulted. But it gets a message across.
Yeah. I'm like 99% sure that there's like 4 episodes of Epic Meal Time where I'm throwing cold spaghetti at people or it's being thrown at me.
I've never actually
I think we
done
made
it.
cold spaghetti tacos once. Like, I think this is just,
That sounds amazing.
like, cold spaghetti's my job.
Right.
Yeah, that's why it's on my CV.
Your life is so hard.
Cold spaghetti?
I'm trying to think for myself, who recently would I throw cold spaghetti? I think my little brother. I think that like maybe,
I choose your little brother too, never mind. I didn't even know you had family.
Yeah, I know.
What are they like?
They're alive.
Derek Helbig?
Yeah, Derek Helbig, really great. 2 nipple piercings. He has evolved.
Because I think of Epic Meal Time, I'm like, okay, like, why take cold spaghetti and throw it in Trump's face if I could submerge him into a bathtub of cold spaghetti? I would rather do that. You ever see those scenes, like,
No.
well, I don't know what I'm thinking of, like, if it's like exorcism or something, where it's like, and then you. I want to give someone a cold spaghetti baptism. I choose Trump. I'm just trying to think choose the thing that would go most viral.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, if that doesn't get sent to America's Funniest Home Videos, I don't know why you would even do it. And I know you've been on the podcast before and you've already answered this question, but I forget everything about 30 seconds after they happen. So I would love for you to re-answer this. If you could tell me your worst pants shitting story but only use 3 words or 3 small phrases. For example, mine is college, jogging, front lawn. Yeah, it's no follow-up.
Have I ever shat my pants? And now I'm thinking I answered this question, so like,
I don't
maybe
know.
I already shat, and I'm like, did I have like, have I been doing like a lot of over-the-counter codeine that I'm losing memories?
You might have said that you. Does anyone out there remember what Harley's answer was?
What?
You
I didn't have one? Oh, my
you were
God.
one of those. This has been like the defining thing on the podcast has been you're either a person that immediately recalls a pants shitting story or you're not. And the people that are not, I do not understand.
I'm surprised. I look like a man that would shit his
The
pants.
guy that deals with huge amounts of food from a varied variety
like
that pushes his body to a digestive limit has never shit his pants.
I'm like the guy where someone's like, yo, you see that guy over there, Harley? And they're like, which one's Harley? The one in the black shirt or the guy that looks like he shits his pants? I had one?
It was standing, peeing, gravity.
True.
Standing cane gravity.
Oh. But standing peeing gravity. Well, okay. Was that?
But then that's not shitting your pants. Am I pissing my pants at the same time?
I think you probably deferred to a pissing your pants story.
Worst bowel movement.
Worst bowel movement. That's what that was from?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Thank God that there's other people to remember our lives.
You follow me on Snapchat. You should now. I'll show you lots of bowel movements. I promise you that.
Don't hug this man. Okay.
Yeah, just don't squeeze me.
Okay. Anyway, you already answered that question before, so that wasn't really very
I
fair.
didn't even answer it. Young lady in the crowd.
You deferred to a young lady in the audience who answered that question for you.
There's a young woman here, and she knows
And she
my bowel
knows.
movements more than me.
But I do have a couple quick things that I think will be really fun. One, somehow, through a bunch of Google searching this morning, I got onto a Forbes article about the Wiggles.
I was talking about the Wiggles?
No, you weren't. I just happened to look it up on the internet. Just completely independent of you being
I
on
gotta
the
say,
podcast.
you know, in a way, the Wiggles brought me to YouTube.
The Wiggles, the Australian band for kids?
Oh, the Australian band. I was gonna say the Australian trillionaires.
Oh, I know. That's what the Forbes article was about.
Yeah. Wiggles, like, could buy all of your favorite YouTubers.
Yeah, it's true. It's really true. As silly and dumb as they seem, like they are businessmen and women.
Yeah, like those turtlenecks are Versace. those pleated pants are cashmere.
That's not a friendly guy in a dinosaur costume. That's an actual dinosaur. But I thought of this game that I thought would be fun. I'm going to give you the name of a song, and you have to tell me if it's a Wiggles song or a Jonas Brothers song. So just, go with your gut. First,
Side note,
yeah,
is that allowed?
of course.
Okay, cool. I was like working on a show, and then and it was through Snapchat, and it was like a Snapchat show, and then I got like, somehow like something happened with my Snapchat, so I contacted the app that was using the Snapchat for whatever, and the email comes back, and it's like, oh yeah, the breach of security probably happened, blah, 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 and I was like, okay, yeah, so we're just gonna change it, whatever. Anyways, the end of the email was signed Kevin Jonas. So I'm like,
Does he work for Snapchat?
Kevin Jonas, like Kevin Jonas, and
I mean, he's not in a band anymore.
no, he's actually like a sick programmer, coder.
Wait, this is real? This is the real Kevin Jonas?
This is it, for real. Like I even like I pop in on his Periscope streams, like I spoke to him on the phone, he got my number multiple times. Like, this is funny, like I'll get like if Grace could call me or text me, I'm like, whatever. But Kevin Jonas calls me, and I'm like, I don't even answer, I missed the call, so I'm trying to screenshot it happening. No, just trust me. Shit to you.
And that's how the internet works.
But like, so I've missed his calls. I'm like, wait, can you screenshot while someone's calling you? And I'm like trying to do it.
Wait, so this, okay.
Yeah, he's
Just to
a
make
sick app developer, programmer.
Kevin Jonas from the original Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, he's actually like an app store rock star. Like the rock star has never ended.
I checked
You checked it?
Yeah.
What?
He has an app that's for the restaurants.
Yeah. Do you work for him? Wow.
God.
I have a new app. Great. Well, I'm glad.
Hold on a second.
What? Am I gonna get in trouble for talking about the Jonas Brothers?
Yeah.
What?
He called out Kevin's right before we started talking about Kevin Jonas. Watching this, bro, like honestly, like I can't because she's in Canada, like I wouldn't even like my allegiance is to you, Kevin Jonas, not to Grace Helbig. But Kevin Jonas is a very powerful man.
Yeah.
You do not cross Kevin Jonas.
I'm okay with a big Kevin Jonas. If it was Kevin Richardson from the original Backstreet Boys. Either way, I'm going to continue with this game. It's been a long time looking up Wiggle songs.
And you know, when I was younger, I went to the Backstreet Boys concerts.
I'm proud of you for admitting that. Moving on.
My favorite?
Which Backstreet Boy? The one with the hole in his heart. Kevin Luttrell?
Brian Luttrell, aka
Brian.
No, I like the one that looks like he shits his pants. Cowboy hat, AJ. Come on.
AJ, was that facial hair tattooed on? What's happening? I mean, he kept chinny straps from ever being cool. Okay, Wiggle song or Jonas Brothers song?
Okay.
You make me feel like dancing.
Oh, that could be.
No help, no help.
You know, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say a Jonas Brothers song because the Wiggles, they don't talk about feelings. You tuck your feelings in your turtleneck.
They do talk about dancing. That was a Wiggles song.
Fuck the Wiggles.
Okay, hot potato.
Yeah, I feel like this is misdirection. There's gotta be a Jonas Brothers song. This is not Camp Hot Potato or something.
It's a Wiggles song. I know, it's something I wish was a Jonas Brothers song. Maybe I'd be into their music if it was titled like that.
Hot Potato is a sex position in Canada, by the way. Derek was a hot potato king. We actually had Nicholas Harris into the hot potato.
Yeah, metal conducts more heat. Pom-poms. No help! Text among yourselves.
There's no way you're gonna open up with 3 Wiggle songs right off the bat. So regardless of what it is, I was gonna say this one's a Jonas Brothers song.
It's a Jonas Brothers song.
Yeah.
Pom-poms. Pom-poms, what could it possibly be about? Okay. Who got the bones?
I feel like the Wiggles being edutainment, they wouldn't go and word something like "Who got the bones?" I feel like that's Jonas Brothers.
No, Wiggles got real urban. Who got the bones? Okay, 3 animals.
Jonas Brothers?
That's a Wiggles song.
Honestly, fuck them.
Okay, fruit salad.
Wiggles.
Yeah, that's a Wiggles song. Fruit salad. I just really wish it was a Jonas Brothers song. Summertime anthem.
That's Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, the Wiggles don't do anthems. They don't have a single anthem. That's the problem.
So much money.
We live together, you know that?
The Wiggles? Why is that not like a Big Brother reality show?
I think it's just I'm lying.
Someone get Kevin Jonas on the phone. Okay, 2 more. What I go to school for.
What?
What I go to school for.
Is that like the same as Who Got the Bones, or
You tell me. Music is a universal language.
is it a question or is it a statement?
There's no punctuation.
Is it
on
like what I go to school for?
I don't know what
Or
you're
is it
trying
like this is what I go to school for.
There's no this.
Like, just because that's too many words.
What I go to school for is not too many words.
Jonas?
It is Jonas
Jonas.
Brothers.
I assume it's about a crush, and she's what he goes to school for. And then he's calling her what instead of who I go to school for.
Save it for your Snapchat. Okay, last one.
Aww.
Year 3000.
Oh, Wiggles. We didn't know. I'm supposed to fucking know. Jonas Brothers song. Like when I talk to Kev, we talk about apps. I can't believe how disappointed in me everyone was. Oh my god, I didn't know you were 3000.
Yeah, fruit salad didn't polarize them, but year 3000 really set the audience on fire. Okay, and really quick before we get into our Twitter questions that are going to end the podcast, I thought we would play Fuck, Marry, Kill, the Canada version. So let's go with some female musicians. Fuck, Marry, Kill. Avril Lavigne, Shania Twain, Celine Dion.
I'm gonna tell you right like I'm marrying
Because,
Celine.
yeah,
And I'll explain that in a second. No! I'm gonna fuck some of them. Guys, this is my question. I'm gonna fuck Shania Twain. Look at me, Grace. It's fucking so good.
That's okay. Back to that question about something I wish I could unsee. Okay, go on.
I'm like, does that impress you much? Huh? I don't want to say I would kill Avril Lavigne. I wouldn't kill her.
Okay, so don't say kill.
She's the one I disregard.
Okay,
I remove Avril Lavigne from the equation.
Okay.
And I marry Celine.
But then you have to deal with Renee. That's her husband. That's her manager turned husband. It's a weird
I don't give a
scenario.
fuck about Renee. I'm trying to deal with that bank account, boy. You know, Celine Dion has the exact same. I heard this. I don't know if it's like an urban legend or something. It's a weird thing to go back. I heard Celine Dion has a home in Quebec, and the exact same home was replicated when she was in Vegas working, so that her kid wouldn't be confused of having two different homes. How twisted and weird would that be if you had like you had the exact same home in?
Oh, you're asking how twisted and weird is that?
Wouldn't that
From
make
the woman
things
that
worse?
wore a backwards tuxedo?
She did that?
Yeah, it's one of her most famous moments in time. She wore a backwards tuxedo and thought it was so groundbreaking. It was. I remember it. And I was a child when I saw it. She doesn't fuck up her own child, but she fucks up a lot of other children.
I don't know. I guess I don't know anything about her. So marry her.
Well, that's good to know. Okay, let's...
Speak French. So we're good. Yeah.
Okay, comedians. Jim Carrey, Dan Aykroyd, Justin Bieber.
If I marry Justin, I can fuck him a lot. That's right?
Yeah.
Marriage. I can fuck him. Grace, tell me I can fuck Justin Bieber.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna disregard Dan Aykroyd.
Okay.
Oh, I know.
But it's like, what's
I know. I'm gonna fuck my boy JC.
Yeah.
Used to idolize him, so I guess I might as well just throw him good
You may
dick
as well
in.
just, yeah. Okay.
And I'll marry Justin. Cruise around in his shiny silver Lambo.
That sounds great. Take a lot of real moody Instagram photos.
Think about all.
You guys being married? Yeah.
Yeah. Think about all the like fall off benefits I would have being married to Justin.
Tell me what.
I'm gonna be like, oh man, they sent you those cool shiny jeans in like XXL. Weird. Throw 'em here, buddy. What's your husband?
You're just in a bathrobe and you walk in and you lean against the door of the bedroom. Honey, they sent XXL Armani shiny jeans.
Wait, you called him a comedian?
Yeah, I did. Rachel McAdams, Pamela Anderson, or Justin Bieber?
I'm gonna disregard Pam.
She'll be back. She'll be back.
Did you ever see her in that in the video?
Yep, she was great.
I feel like my best guess is she's like on drugs there. Drugs. No, I don't get down with drugly.
Okay.
She's too druggly.
With someone that's druggly?
Yeah, she's too druggly.
Okay.
So I disregard her. I'm gonna throw a good dick in to Rachel McAdams.
And then you'd have to.
Hold on, I'm contemplating. Maybe I'm marrying Rachel McAdams. Depends. It depends. If she's a bird, I'm a bird. If she's not, I'll marry my boy JB. Try and get some shiny jeans out of him.
That's what he's good for. Okay, now we're gonna move on to some questions submitted from you guys. There was a lot of.
She's typing on her computer. Nothing's happening, by the way. It's off.
It's made of
She's
cardboard.
fucking insane.
Yeah, someone told me it was real, and they've been letting me use it for 2 years. Okay, these are important questions.
Like they're not, by the way.
I mean, this is all about
They
trust.
mean a lot to some people, but I feel like they're not important.
Well, this one is at Grace.
By the way, I'm so rude. Like I couldn't help but look at your phone because it's like just blowing up.
Oh yeah, Mamrie's texting me.
I know.
right
That's
now.
what I saw.
Well, sorry, it's not Kevin Jonas. He's just a very talented musician. Mamrie Hart. Okay, Grace H. Colleen B. wants to know how many times have you Googled the word taint?
I'm patient zero of taint. You Google taint, it starts with me. I named it. I made it taint. People called it chode before I came around. I was like, nah, taint.
Like, we need to make it more fun to say.
Yeah, and you don't Google those words. That's where a lot of miscommunication happens. You're supposed to hear those words in their natural habitats on the streets. That's how you learn those words.
Well,
That's why I know what a filthy Reuben is. That's why I know what a hot potato is. Google hot potato. You won't see how it involves nipple piercings. You don't get that. There are some things you don't get on the internet.
yeah, but if you get into like a long night and you and your friends end up Google image searching micro penis, like it's not the worst night of your life. Just gonna throw that out there.
You've done that?
Speaking of Mamrie Hart. Okay, oh, there's just so many good
I'm
ones.
patient zero of micro penis.
Would you rather feel your butt burning whenever you fart or have really loud farts?
Someone, if you... I can't believe that you're gonna have the loudest farts in your ass isn't gonna burn. You just get both. Like, it just happens.
That's the first thing you thought about it.
Yeah.
I answered it was like my own burning butt in my own privacy.
Yeah, that's the worst, where if I could just dive deep into descriptive fart talk for a second. Like where you're sitting there and someone's looking at you and you're just like, uh-oh. That was hot, uncomfortable, and you are in the dead zone. Take like 6 big steps back. I'm actually like, you know what happens?
So none of us will have to play this silent eye-looking game of who did it? Murder mystery.
That's me in an elevator. I look at the person, I'm like, it's me. You don't have it yet, but you're gonna get it soon. I suggest you get off the
I'll live in this. Well, that's, I mean, I'm learning, Harley, that you're one of the more responsible human beings that live on this earth. Yeah. This person, Super Trace, asked, I think 13 times in a row, would you rather be a toothbrush or sock? And like, they got real emphatic about it.
I saw that too. You know what? I was like, oh my god, I have all these mentions. I'm like, what kind of weird thing happened in my life that I fucked up and now I'm in trouble? And I'm like, oh, okay, no, Grace just asked people different questions.
Yeah.
And then I go and I saw that question.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And then I stopped reading because I was like, I don't want to.
You're like, if this is going to be the par for the course of this thing I'm about to do, I'm going to
I'm like, I've fallen for this shit. Then I thought about it. I actually thought about it then, so I pre-thought of this answer.
Okay, what would it be?
The difference is, like, basically, if I simplify it the most, as a sock, you'll be eating like foot cheese. As a toothbrush, you'll be eating leftover chewed up cheese. I would rather eat cheese that was chewed up in someone's mouth and spat into my mouth as a toothbrush, rather than live on someone's foot eating their foot cheese.
Okay, but you forgot about the companionship that happened. Socks are a pair. So if you would be...
Yeah, so if I was Derek's sock, wow. So happy to be a sock.
Fair answer. No follow-ups. Okay, super...
On your show?
I mean, we've said too much already. Sour Patch Senior wants to know, if you were an alien, what would your method of invading planet Earth be? Which is actually a very interesting question, and also can provoke a lot of weird answers.
Yeah, the thing is, when you happen to tickle my fancy with a particular question, I can get like
I'm
really
glad you said
deep, and we don't
fancy.
get too deep here.
Okay.
So, I mean, like, ultimately, what I would want to do, and it's not even like a fun answer, it's just like, I think a lot about it, is, assuming I'm an alien race, I wouldn't want to violate the Prime Directive, so what I would do is, I would probably set up camp nearby Earth, floating above, stealth mode. I would dress as the locals, I would invade, I would monitor their culture, monitor how aggressive they are, I would determine if it's worth invading or not. This planet is about 250 years, okay, fuck me, fucking probe people's asses.
My thought is that you gotta go straight to the ruler of the universe, which is Oprah. And then you just gotta get in with Stedman, who I think might be an alien race to begin with. And then you go from there. You get your own show on the OWN network, and then you just infiltrate the minds of the influential, middle-aged female Oprah.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, either Oprah or assholes.
That's gonna be the name of my Etsy shop. Oprah or assholes?
I will pre-order the first 100 things on the site, regardless of what I promise you. If you do that, I will do that.
Oh, this was actually an interesting question that I did want to hear your opinion on. What do you think is the funniest Canadian stereotype? Because you guys get stereotyped a lot, but you have very nice stereotypes because you guys are very nice from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Well, now you're very arrogant. You guys should get your own podcast.
You know, that's what's funny about it is I think that like a lot of the stereotypes, you know, like being super apologetic. Like I'm from Montreal. Like no one's super apologetic in Montreal. You're like Montreal, door open for someone. I'm like, yo, you better fucking say thank you. It's like, yo, dog, don't hold the door for me then. It's like, okay, maybe I won't. Okay. Have a good day. Yeah, you too. I don't know. You know what? I never say a boo.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? I speak, this is Toronto, I speak really differently Canadian from people in Toronto. Like I'll say a banana, and here we'll say like a banana. Does that sound different to you?
No.
You want me to put on my pants and go dancing?
Pants.
And that's Montreal, and here people will be like,
Pants?
"Yeah, pants.
That's more,
Pants."
yeah, that's like a United States. Pants.
Yeah, I almost want to say like Toronto has like a more regular accent, and I guess the whole French-Canadian thing makes it different. Like, I call gas, gas. Like, oh shit, we're running out of gas. Like it's a Z.
Right, which is a Z.
Yeah. I'll also say close the lights.
Oh, instead of turn off the
Yeah,
lights.
say close the lights. Does people here say close the lights? Do people here say close the lights?
Some, wow. I mean, I don't like getting into politics too much. We really tapped in. Okay, what is the most useless bathroom item?
Probably,
Dumped everyone. Like everything in a bathroom is useful.
the brush.
The
The
brush?
toilet brush?
No, because, okay, here's why that is
You scratch your back with it.
No. Not yet. if you're ever in like a clogging toilet scenario and you don't have a plunger, you need to make do with what you can, and you need to think about everything that can possibly be shoved in that toilet so your own hand has to go in there. And so that brush becomes a really wonderful ally.
Never met a situation I couldn't plunge with some good force and a good plunger. I got a serious plunger. It's one of the first things on the list. I'm like, sick house, great, let's go get a plunger. Like, we don't even have toilet paper yet, but I'm like, we're getting that plunger first.
Wow. Okay.
I say that it's called a toilet brush, right?
Sure, now.
I can live my life without that.
Okay, without the toilet brush. I think the most useless item is when you buy a separate soap holder that doesn't have soap in it, that you're gonna pour your soap into this decorative soap holder in your bathroom. You're gonna use it one time moving in, and then afterwards you're gonna be like, I'm gonna buy the method bottle that comes already looking cute and put it there.
Yeah, why do we do that? How humans, eh? Humans.
It's what? It's pretty. Okay, Cece Minaj wants to know, how's your armpit? You know that one. Is that a real thing, or is this just complete?
No, maybe. Is it?
What? Sticky one or the regular one?
Oh, is that? Have I ever spoken about that? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What?
One armpit smells differently than the other. Do you want to smell it right now and tell me? I haven't even checked.
For you? You mean that's a personal issue, or you mean every human has one?
I've never smelled.
This one is, like, I wake up in the morning, and this side will smell like my dope body wash and deodorant that always impresses me how good it smells when I mix them together with my natural odor. And then this one smells like a stranger who's been stuck in a taxi. It smells like a stranger who's just been living in a taxi cab.
Every morning.
Every morning, I'm like literally like, yeah, and I get to this side, I'm like, who are you? Who are you? Like, I even look at that, and I'm like, how would I ever smell like that? That's not me. That's not me. That's never been
always
me.
that armpit.
Yeah, this guy. You want to get in there? It's
Sure.
not even bad.
I feel like I should. Yeah, that smells like a dude's armpit.
Yeah, you gotta catch it in the morning. It's not like now, like I like cleaned before this. It's just not the same. But tomorrow, I would know him. I don't know him at all.
Should add nicely to your unending existential crisis. Harley, I want to thank you for being here. We're running out of time on the podcast, but before we go, I'm going to give you the gift that every guest on the podcast gets. You've already received this once before. That's not a slogan that should be taken out of context. I'm going to let you tweet whatever you want from my account right now, just nothing racist or homophobic.
I won't. Actually, I'm going to explain to everyone how this works.
Okay.
Grace has gotten a lot of followers in the last little while, so I don't care about making a joke or doing something funny. I'm actually going to take this for the most maximum monetary value I can. I'm going to request that Grace's followers follow me on all social media. I'm not here to have fun, people. This is a business. I've just been given the keys to something very valuable.
You can take the teacher out of the high school, but you can't take the teaching out of the guy. And so make sure that you guys, if you aren't already following Harley across all of his social media platforms, I highly, highly recommend following him on Snapchat because it's just stories that...
I hashtagged it ad and sponsored.
Ad and sponsored? Oh, thank God. Just make sure that you...
You just got an envelope.
It says Kevin Jonas wants to see you guys.
It's a birthday card, Grace.
Happy
birthday!
What the hell? It's her birthday soon. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here, Harley. Harley flew in today to come to this and has to leave town tomorrow to go do a bunch of other things. So
I would have said no to everyone else except you.
That's very kind. So make sure you give Harley a big round of applause for being here. Thank you for being such a supportive audience at the first live installment of Not Too Deep. I hope to do this again in the future. Have a great night.
and gentlemen, thank you so much. We hope you